Siemanko, gramy dalej. Poszliśmy tam, gdzie teoretycznie nie mieliśmy iść, ale damy radę. W ogóle Gail ma teraz tą szatę i w ogóle wygląda całkiem inaczej. Zebraliśmy jeszcze jakiejś takiej szaty. Tu jest. Prosta szata. Są proste szaty. Także nocny portal, patrol. Nie wiem, czy jesteśmy wystarczająco silni. Żeby na przykład gdzie jest tu zejście? Aha, oczyć. A! Moja kuzyna. To jest dość daleko. Znać pięć, bardzo daleko. Więc ja proponuję wrócić nam do obozu. Dobra, nie to chciałem. No, gadać z pionkami.
Road to Baldur's Gate is a long one. Who knows how long it'll take these folks to get there on foot.
If they make it. They're slow, vulnerable. Half or more will die long before Basilisk Gate.
Doesn't seem to trouble you a jot.
Good would it do for me to be troubled? We can't save them all.
That's heartless.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Sprzedajmy kilka rzeczy. For example. To nie była szata tego? Gaila. Boże, jak to była szata Gaila, to chunia. Oj, najwyżej nie będzie. Whatever. No,
Sylvanus be with you.
oh, no. Co ja chciałem teraz zrobić? A wiem, czarów się nauczyć.
Lovely day, this. For now.
Mam osłabienie. Dobra, a tu co?
This grove is kept by Sylvanus's faithful.
Damn goblins! Oh, I was just gonna let it fall off, stick it in my satchel. Ain't letting anyone here near me. They all sat and watched while Zevlon near got us killed. Well, finally. Someone who ain't got horns where their good sense should be. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, But not Liam, no. He charged him, the stupid bastard.
Despite everything.
Aha, czyli jeden może rozmawiać.
Wound looks clean. Small mercies.
Can't give up now.
Czaję. Czyli jednego zagadujesz.
Think you disappointed this lot swooping in to save us like that? We're heading out. Good luck with your kin.
Don't you lie to me, boy.
Wound looks clean.
I know you have it.
Small mercies. We're packing up. And
No i zakończyłem rozmowę. to już nie wiem.
Never mind.
Byliśmy tu. There is nothing.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
Hell's take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Well, it depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake. More than most. A few strangers may stare, but they'll keep their daggers sheathed. I'll be warmly received. Besides, you are looking at Leroican's newest apprentice. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
Young man, yes? Lives in Ramesses Tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
Common gossip. The byproducts of ignorance and jealousy. I've admired Leroican for years. Never dreamed he'd answer my letter. But I've worked myself to the bone for this. Few can match me in either magic or talent. The names Roland and Leroican will be known far and wide. You'll see. I'd die if I met Leroican.
Those goblins will rue the day they chose to tangle with this grove. You and I will do some good here. I can feel it.
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they take an arrow for the other. Also stab each other. Not sure what will come first. Thanks for cutting in. There might have been more than words if you hadn't.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
As you down the potion, a comforting warmth spreads through you.
I swear you're still as peaky looking. Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Why, she sounds positively demented. I love it. Let's tell her everything.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but... yes, I may have something at home. I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother.
Mikstura niewidzialna.
Be careful on the road. I'd hate if something happened to you. Take care, Petal.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
What do I do for some I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
Boże, to wszystko jest daleko. Daleko.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
And I'll bite your fingers off. I will!
Play.
How long until Roland shows up in Thunder Wave?
Depends.
Gdzie jest ten
How many
klej?
people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
Może wracaj w jednostek. Jest klej.
Get back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
Śliczny, wygląda jak Henry Cebul.
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But Between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Nieśliczny. I co ma? Za 15? 500.
Looking for steel? I have, well...
Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
I've already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
Down on your face would frighten a
Tu
tree.
jest jeszcze droga.
You're an idiot.
Nadzoru.
My dagger.
Dozoru.
How long do you think we've got before the goblins come?
Potrzebujesz tej laseczki. Masz ją zabrać do wzoru.
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zathisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities. The party's full. You'll need to make room. Good. Our victory is...
Avansi.
Action, not reaction.
Miecz bitewny. Mistyczny rycerz. Idzie. Champion. O, kontynuuję. Skok. Pioneczka.
What to do?
Gdzie jest Zoru? Gdzie ten Zoro?
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
Gdzie jest ten Zoro? Where is he?
Die if I let Rowan reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes.
Gdzie jest Zoro?
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. Is that everything? I think that's everything.
You're an idiot.
This guard caught you picking a lock. Perhaps you'd like to try the lock of your very own cell. They believe you, for now. But something
Gdzie jest Zoro?
What a bring.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose.
Źle zrobiłem. Nie, to nie miał być las. Nie ten.
Road to Baldur's Gate is a long one. Who knows how long it'll take these folks to get there on foot.
If they make it.
They're slow, vulnerable, Half or more will die long before Basilisk Gate.
Doesn't seem to trouble you a jot.
What good would it do for me to be troubled? We can't save them all.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be with you.
Should we?
Ah, the fighting foul blood. Glad to know one of you has a spine. As close as you're gonna get from me today, friend. Damn sight better than what Zevlor's got coming, after leaving us to die like that. Well, finally, someone with some... We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged him, the stupid bastard. Nah. He must have thought we were following. Always the optimist was Liam. Hope they cut him down quick before he saw we were gone. Small mercies.
We should... Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying more than most. I'll be...
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes?
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad.
Of course.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
If it's powerful acquaintances you're after, you have to look no further than yours truly. Few can match me, in either magic or talent. In years to come, you will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's...
Those goblins will rule the day. You and I will do some...
Lee and Roland would... Thanks for cutting in.
You, fancy it? Best to fill your belly now, while we... Look.
What I'd do for some salt.
Thank God there isn't a... Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
As you down.
I swear you're still as peaky looking. Oh, I once had a fella. The wife... What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along.
I've ne'er a potion or lotion. You'll have... Let me mark it on your map. Now, do you need anything? I have a few. Hey, bother. Be careful on the road.
Entire the library was a countless the planes, yet we still collect more. Infinity. You're full up. Dismiss someone first. Ready for battle. Like will be done.
Where did I put that old bucket?
I miss my forge.
Chyba gdzie on jest? Nie wierzę. Tu jest.
Not as bad as it could have. By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Has the tadpole ravaged your senses? Sympathy will not lead us to purity. Bow.
Lower.
You saw another gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
Oh, you're not going to eviscerate him? I was hoping for a show.
Cool your blood. I'll indulge you soon enough. Your kind proves compliant. A useful trait. A shell so thin requires little to crack it. The T-sling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this Fey run. The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Right. I've got food, water, my dagger.
Gdzie jest moje Shadow Heart? Shadow Heart, chodź ze mną. Jesteś dla mnie ciekawszy od tej sranki.
Something the matter? I don't know what you mean. It's nothing, really. What makes you think I'm hiding anything? If I have something to share, I'll let you know. You've already pestered me with your notions once today. Something the matter?
I'd join you, but
Things are looking a tad crowded. You'll need to make room for me. Lead the way, then.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins.
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before El Terrell fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Take me. Never what I wouldn't do for better tools. Burn.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too?
You! Move!
Kurwa.
Stop it! Get out of my head!
Thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
Co się stało w ogóle? Gra się dziwnie toczy.
Heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
Nie było zapisu. Nie. Dobra.
Outmaneuver them.
One can't always be a gentleman. Outflank, outsmart.
Can't give up. Not now. Heading there.
Dziwnie się to potoczyło, ale dobra. No jest słaba. Boże.
Let me out, you bunch of softies!
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, hmm? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some... Since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession, primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Mhm.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring. I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs. Let me out, you bunch of softies.
Ja tam mogę skoczyć? No.
Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign. Best be careful.
Dziwne. Bardzo dziwne.
Why about? Don't wear it.
Au!
Still need answers.
Uważajcie! Kurwa. Masakra.
Give him something to cry. Don't wear it.
Ow!
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave.
We'll get him.
Jakaś po prostu masakra.
Don't wear his voice out. We still need answers. Dead if we go back without him. We'll get the druid talking. Grove's got to be full of magic.
moje miejsce.
Don't touch me.
Shut it! Boss should rip you for talking that way.
He's boring. Let's find another one.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Could wake him up by chopping off a toe. That'd be...
Yeah, give him something to cry about.
Don't wear his voice out. Still need answers.
Yeah, she'll kill us dead if we go back without him.
We'll get the druid talking. Grove's got to be full of magic. Kill him!
Your soul is in good hands.
Trzeba było się przespać.
Gone with the weave.
striking distance.
Zacięło się.
This way.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
No gloom, all doom. With ease.
Makes sense.
On the way.
Naprawdę.
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice. His breaths are shallow, his wounds...
Better find somewhere to camp soon.
Może ja go uleczyć. Co oni tu robili?
I can keep going a little longer now.
Dziwne miejsca. Uleczył się.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here. Oh, it's my fault. I thought I'd given them the slip, but they followed me through the tunnel back there. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
To jest za miejsce. Tak naprawdę.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
I can't even see a lock to pick.
podstawach. Can you jump there? Ow.
A little help, please.
Dobra, tak się tego nie robi.
Well met. I am a magical projection of Gale of Waterdeep, and if you see this manifestation, that means I have...
Tutaj się od razu umie. Mam czerwone oczy. Chyba czarne. Jak tutaj jesteśmy bezpieczni. Runa Wyll'a. co widzisz? Bo ja tego nie widzę. Znajdź runę.
Some healing for a wizard in need.
To miejsce jest przejebane. Dobra, niedźwiedź włączaj. Olej. Wiemy jeszcze runę orła. No więc tu jesteśmy bezpieczni. Tu nas nic nie zaatakuje. Tam jest runa wilka. Jest orzeł. No nie, tam jest wilk. Dobra, musimy jeszcze... Musimy jeszcze wilka odnaleźć. Nie ty.
Watch your back. Let's crack it open.
Okej. Okej.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Careful, I bite. Easy.
Sidła natury. O.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
No time to rest.
Goblin tracks. Ugh, you can practically smell the filth.
Jesteśmy w lesie. O. Idiota, czego tu szukałeś? Jak runa wilka. Jest przecież tutaj. Musisz tylko skoczyć i użyć.
Never a dull moment.
Już. Idioty.
That might be worth a look.
Tutaj są te dziwne drzwi. Tu jest wyjście do goblinów po prostu. Gdzie ty w ogóle skoczyłeś?
Keep a blade close.
Looking ahead.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
How delicious.
Poziom trudności 30.
Something over there. Hardly a challenge. I can't even see a lock to pick.
Dziwne.
Let's get going.
Oni idą tędy, nie trzeba tędy skakać. Grę. Dark Mars? Ci wiadro.
That's an unruly little mushroom. Best not get too close.
Uważajcie. Gdzie w ogóle jesteś? Caralho. O que tutaj się stało?
Looks empty.
Let's boost there. No.
Is that everything? I think that's everything.
Still me, even after everything.
Ciekawy, że jest... Oj, to za wysoko. Nie będę. też coś jest.
You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you!
No co miałbyś tu wejść?
Thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring. I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids. Let me out, you bunch of softies!
Nie wiem, czy nic nie da. O. Uważajcie, Boże. Nie. Nie wiesz tego. Nic nie ma. Ups.
Oh, for a skeleton key.
I'm gonna bite the heads off.
All right, what now? Better than nothing.
What you messing with my cage for? It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
Absolut.
goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself. My tribe can tell you everything there is to know. Absolute blessed one of our own. Priestess Gut. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
I'm not saying we should trust a goblin, but she sounds very useful.
Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal? Then hurry up and do it. My tribe ain't as friendly as I am.
Well, hello. Symbol.
Things have stayed interesting.
Ready to go meet my tribe? Just say the word. We're burning her name. The Absolute is gold from the sky. Happily. Lead the way. Bloody teeths everywhere. We moving or what? It ain't safe here. Hurry back.
Goblins, druids. Grab what you can and...
Gdzie nas jeszcze nie było?
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing. Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword. Like this, you mean? Step, step, strike! Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Don't let the druids hear you say that. They're itching for an excuse to get rid of. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
True.
Swing and swivel and wait. Wait. No, no, no. No, you haven't.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off. I will.
4-13, taki słaby.
Go on. Give me your best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this. You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship. Better friends than the ones hitching a ride in our skulls, at least. I'm sure you know the stories. Doomed to shed our skin and become illithid. They say there's no coming back. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
That ship sailed the Styx already. All I can hope for is to limit the damage. Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space.
I suppose this affords me a little alone time. Until later, then.
Ready and willing.
Mamy Wyll'a. Mamy Wyll'a.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling. Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevil Zariel's own. Chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach. Even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking. The damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right. Anything more we should discuss? My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle. Years after. Proud. No. Angry. Just preying on innocence. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast. Tears demanded a blade. And so I heeded. Baldur's Gate, born and raised. The only son of a single father. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama. A staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine. A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means. I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads. From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the Grove. Perhaps she's got the talent. We should pay her a visit.
Zobaczmy, co ma Will. I jak wygląda Will.
Swing and swivel and wait. Wait. Now lunge. One more time. Down you lot. I know you have it.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off. I will.
Oui. On ma blue.
Keep your feet planted. The waiting's coming to me. If we left, we could at least make a jump for it.
Nie mam majtki.
Any questions, children?
Awans. Czarownikiem jest... Przy 18. Dwa 20. wyjść. Jedno tylko dwa. To nie masz tu nic takiego. Sześć 36. Mamy Wyll'a.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two. Thanks. I prefer when they smile. Remember, you have teeth and claws. Use them.
Jestem za gruźnie. No, tutaj.
Watching his hands, you realize he's miming opening something.
Ah!
He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch. His eyes flicker to yours for an instant, then away, as if it hurts to look at you.
Parry, swing, lunge.
Nic z was nie przyciśnie tutaj. Super. Prześpijcie się. Już nie macie kurwa nic.
Well met. Well met.
I've known
a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devil. Comes with the territory, unfortunately. Your enterprising approach to my problem is most encouraging. But it is a delicate process to keep my condition stable. I do not yet need to consume an item, but keep it close by. It will not be too much longer. Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone. We all have our burdens, one way or the other.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much. I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland. Now, well, you've earned my respect and more still. You've proven your wits. You are efficient and dominant, in and out of battle. You've proven your courage. I swear you would tear the horns off one dragon to plunge into another. And you're hardly bland. Your scent alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end. Yuck, is it? Your loss, I fear. One day soon, you will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt, and you will wish you could return to this lost moment.
Sorry. Co ty wziąłeś? To gówno.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
You've already pestered me with your notions once today.
There you are. I was just thinking about you. And that delicious moment we shared the other night. The very same. I've had this condition for 2 centuries, but truth be told, you were my first. In all these years, I've only ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely. You were delectable. And now I can't help but wonder how the others taste. Don't worry. There's enough of me to go around. I'm a man of tremendous appetites. I don't think they'd volunteer, of course. But it doesn't make me any less curious. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But the Gith? What in the hells would she taste like? Oh. Well, that sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced. Absolutely. A mere thought experiment. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be? Oh, I'm flattered. Who knew you had such taste? Unfortunately, all this talk is getting me hungry. I better find something I can actually sink my teeth into. Nothing out there will taste as good as the alternatives, but I'll make do. Sweet dreams.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many Marks would have done the same. And we're happy to be helped. Now, what can I do for you? We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong? Won't turn down free money. I've got operating costs you wouldn't believe. Come see me in the city sometime, huh? I'll repay this and then some. See you around, maybe. I had a feeling you'd be back. I do, as a matter of fact. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at. The important thing is to get it away from them. That ritual's gonna get us all killed. And we can sell it once we get to the city. Thing like that's gotta be worth a small fortune. Sure. When we sell it in the city, I'll make sure you get your cut. Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark. But they're vicious. Anything else? Anything else? You've been a friend to us. Not long until we leave now.
You don't look so tough. Mull fought off a hobgoblin all by herself.
Oh. Hello again. Mull's in charge here, not me.
The gate will never...
Any questions?
Here
A big man does not fit in a small hole.
I've got a long road ahead.
Please, let us through.
It is forbidden.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
Try grease some palms. Ease things over.
We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to chase us away.
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
This grove is like a cauldron about to boil over. I say we check in on the child. Make sure she comes to no harm.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting. She must be terrified.
I bet she's giving them hell. She's not our kid for nothing.
Keep this up and you'll have blood on your hands.
My grizzled friend. What can you tell me about this place? Yes, I see. And is that her with 2 eyes or what?
I could take one of the gods, maybe 2.
What about a bear? I'd like to keep our guts on the inside.
Calm, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, step back. Go join the other tieflings. Keep back. Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead. Your kin will be held accountable for your action, tieflings. Respect our grove or face our...
Few outsiders are allowed in here. Be respectful and do not interfere. What have you heard?
Keep their confidence if you insist. You there! Hello! Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, but remember nothing useful about goblin social order or behavior.
Ye gods! Can it be? How terribly compelling. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witness mistook obvious silver dragon for brass. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use. Why, goblins, obviously. Well, someone ought to chronicle these curious events. I'd heard the master of this place, a druid called Halsin, might be able to point me in the right direction. But he's been quite captured by them already. Ironic, really. My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again.
By Sylvanus, the Tree Father, our turmoil is calmed.
Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind. Yes, I'm quite aware.
We will imprison the thief under guard of my serpent. When we cast out the rest, she may join them. Let the devil be an example. We will tolerate outlanders no longer. The grove will be made safe. The circle will be closed.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil, and I will cast out the rest. She's a parasite. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. I hear the Tree Father's spirit in your words. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions? Ha! And you don't? You're wholly without vice or sin? Or the occasional lapse in judgment? No. You don't strike me as quite that boring.
Find our master. Return to me then. Tell me what you find. Tell only me. Understand? Fly quick. Fly safe.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
I did, but I was robbed. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Marry. All we can offer is our thanks. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Bells, it's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves. That's what Mole says.
That girl. I don't care what Mole says. That was stupid and reckless.
I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you heard?
Would that we could speak freely, my Earthside friend.
Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind.
Speak. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not. Forgive me. I don't fear your blood, tiefling. I fear my brethren. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe. A druid and an outsider. We can do nothing without turning the others against us. Only Master Halsin can stop this. I pray my bird returns with news of him. If not, I fear for everyone here. I would prefer not to. But if Master Halsin does not return, Korga will give the order, and my voice will not matter. Again? Again? Again?
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader. Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin caught, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else. I wish I could offer more. I hope to see both you and Hal.
Oh, my savior. I wish you could have visited in better times.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already. It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free. And a true vampire. People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen. I've already apologized. What more do you want? Unless you're looking for another nibble. Maybe. But there won't be any more midnight surprises. I can promise you that. My sweet, there is nothing I'd like more. I'll come to you tonight, when you're snugly wrapped in your bedroll, and we can have a little privacy. And this time, I'll make sure I'm quiet. We don't want to disturb your rest. Later on, when we are at rest, I will eat you right up. Just enough to give me strength, and just enough to leave you wishing for more. Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
We might as well have lain on the ground and let them trample us.
Please leave. Our hospitality has limits, and they were crossed long ago.